How are we in mid-March already?
I don't know. I don't know. That's just the way it is. Yeah.
What do you mean that's so weird?
This is the time goes.
It's mid-March, bro.
Yeah.
It was just November 2025.
Mm-hmm.
Does this mean that my life is only gonna get even faster?
Yeah.
That's kind of sad.
Time is relative. So the older you get, the faster time moves.
That's kind of sad, bro.
No, it's not sad. You just gotta move with the time, you know? Yeah.
I can't catch up, bro. The
Oh,
time
you
moving
gotta-
faster than me now.
No, you gotta catch up. So this is how people get stuck in the past, you know what I'm saying? You gotta think ahead. You gotta get the what do you call it? Like the old back, like throwback thinking out the way. You have to pull on the progressive thinking. You gotta go one way, bro. You gotta go with the time, you know? Yeah.
He's like, stop getting stuck in the past.
Stop getting
bro.
stuck in the past. That's what I'm saying, yo. I hate when people are like, "Oh, back in my day," all the time, yo. I'm like, bro, just for 1 second, just talk about what you're gonna do instead of talking about the past. You know, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it's like back in my day.
It's not like I'm purposely trying to do that.
No, I know,
Time,
yeah.
time is just pushing me back, bro.
No. You gotta go with the time. Yeah, that's how people get stuck in their old ways of thinking. You have to keep up with everything that's happening. You have to like move on. You have to accept that's how time moves in one direction. Yeah, because if you get stuck in the past, there's no growth. You know how many times you see people be like, "Oh, back in my day, I used to do this, blah 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 blah. I used to lift X amount of weights," and then they're like, "So what about now?" It's like, I can't do that no more. That's their way of saying like, "Oh, I'm comfortable with what was in the past, and I'm fine with where I am now."
So basically,
Yeah.
what you're saying is it's keeping you stuck in the past, and it closes the growth mindset when you keep saying
Yo, that's
that.
what I'm saying. Yo, that's nothing wrong with it though. Like some people are okay with that, you know,
Yo.
and that's fine. But if you want to grow, then you have to get that out. You
Yeah.
have to get it out the door.
Yo.
You can't grow when you have that stuck in the past mindset.
Yo. Okay, since we can't control time and it's only gonna go by faster, what do you have planned going into these next few months going into summer? Yo, summer is gonna come like this, bro.
Oh, we got.
If January to March came like this, bro, March to summer is gonna be even faster.
You gotta have a game plan. You gotta have a game plan. Like you have to know what you want to do in the next couple months. Short term, long term, yada yada yada. You gotta know what you want to do. Yeah, it's fine to go with the flow for a bit, but you have to understand like what you want to, what you want to plan out for the next couple months. We gotta reflect. Like that's what reflection helps with. It's like okay, what have I done since January? What have I done since the beginning of the year? And did I make any progress? Did I make any growth? It could be personal growth. It could be fitness. It could be work. Did you make anything at all? Did you do anything? Like not even make any progress. Like did you actually do something? Like doing versus oh I'm gonna do it. It's completely different. Yeah, it's like how many times you were like oh I'm gonna do this, and then versus like oh I'm actually gonna do it. Like
Yo.
you're actually executing it.
Yo.
Like turning that into reality.
Yo.
Like so going back into reflecting and seeing what you did, going into the future, planning out the steps, the goals. That's gonna really help. Yeah.
I can't speak for everyone, but how do you know if you made good progress? Let's say that, oh, I set a goal of losing weight or something.
Mm-hmm.
I lost 5 pounds.
Yeah,
That's
that's progress. Yeah, you got yes.
But how do you know if that's good progress or, hey, you're kind of playing small and you can push yourself a little bit more?
You gotta know yourself. You gotta know what you want.
Well, what does that mean?
But if let's say if you want to lose 10 pounds, right? You only lost 5 pounds. That's good, right? It means that you are halfway there. But if you didn't reach that goal, it means that you didn't get there yet. So find out what you need to do more so that you can reach that next goal. I think you have to know what the end result looks like. You gotta have the vision for it, You gotta understand what that looks like. It's easy to say, oh, I'm gonna stay fit. We talked about this for like a lot, right? Like there's no objective number behind it. Like you talked about this for I don't know for how many years at this point, right? You talk about oh you want to stay fit. Okay, what what are you gonna do about it, right? How are you gonna get there? What is a smallest steps that you need to take to get there? And if you just say I'm gonna get fit, like that's like throwing a coin in the well and just wish for the sky to rain at that point. You know, there's no tangible action that gets you there. You know, so you gotta nail down the specifics and really understand what you need so that the goal makes sense. You know, the goal makes sense.
Let's make this practical for someone.
Yeah, let's do it.
Like what? Let's break that down so they actually know what this actually looks like.
All right, I'll give an example because what I'm going through right now is the perfect scenario for what a step-to-step process looks like for running my half marathon. So for those that have been following, I've been dealing with this hamstring injury for like not injury but more like a strain for the last month or so, and yeah, it's actually taken longer than I thought. Like I was actually surprised by it. As much as I preach PT, like when you're in it, you understand the game more. Like you're like, wow, this actually takes a minute. Like, you know, so long story short, I'm back running now. I'm doing a little bit more, back to the running cycle. But getting into a half marathon, it's a long game, right? We're looking at 13.1 miles, which is a lot. It's about 2 hours for average finishing time. An hour 30 for, an hour 30 or an hour 45 for like, really good finishing time. At this point, the timing, understandably, timing probably not going to matter at this stage. It's more about finishing it. So I'm breaking down the steps to find out what I can do to get there, right? So what are they right now? I'm running 5Ks. I'm running, 5 miles for the next 2 weeks. That's my goal. And then see how that feels so I can slowly increase that. I have about 6 weeks. That's going to give me some time to slowly but surely add up. And if I keep adding 1 or 2 miles per week with a proper deload, give or take, I think I should be good by the time that I get to the half marathon stage. So that's the step process. Yeah.
It's gonna be well worth the journey once you cross that finish line. Right?
Yeah, I remember you told me like it's a journey, right?
Yeah.
So just finishing at this point would be like
it's already a huge win.
Yeah, it's a huge. At first, I was like, oh, I'm gonna go for the time, and I think that's where the setback was because I was training early and I was pushing the miles. I was pushing mad aggressive, and I've never ran like 15, 20 miles a week before. So your body's gonna catch up, right? Like you're gonna feel something. So I think the learning experience that I got was know yourself and know when to stop and know when to shift and pivot, because if you just push through it, at some point you're gonna run into an issue closer to the race day. And I'm gonna be effed, yo. I'm gonna be effed.
Do you have like a projected time, or you just like going based off feels that?
If I can finish under 2 hours, I think I'll be good. That's like 2 hours. Let's do quick math.
I think it's 9-minute pace for 2
9-minute pace is good. I think 9 minute is good. So let's do some quick math ski. If I were to do like
for a 2 hour half, I think that's 9-minute pace.
If I could do 8:30 pace, like probably realistically 8:30 pace would be like a good my average pace. That's 111 minutes.
He really is a quick
divided by 60. 1.85. That's like.
He did some proportions right now on his phone.
Okay, so if I do, I'm gonna clip this video and I'm gonna look back into it. I'm gonna see if I make it or not. So the goal right now is 8:30 pace on average. 8:30 pace average. 13 miles, and the projected finishing time is an hour 51 minutes.
He's at 151.
151.
So slow.
An hour 50 minutes. An hour 51 minutes. That's reasonable. Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, that's reasonable.
When you were bringing up the injury and everything, the first thing that came to mind is, I don't know if you're the same way, but when I set a goal for myself, sometimes I have really high expectations and standards. Because it's like, if someone else can do it, I can definitely do this too. Like, I can blow this out the park too if I try hard enough.
Yeah. But
the thing is, there are things that are gonna come up unexpectedly. the injuries, or maybe something outside of training happens, maybe something in your personal life happens where a whole curveball is thrown in there.
Mm-hmm.
But when you have such high expectations and standards, and some wild curveball hits you, it's like, so what now? Like, my whole plan got messed up.
Yeah, yeah. Have you had any issues with your personal training? Because you haven't have to. I know you haven't have to. So do you have any like obstacles right now that you're dealing with training and stuff?
Yeah, it's funny that you ask, because this literally happened to me last weekend. So last weekend was my first double-digit mile run.
How many miles?
Straight. I had 10 miles last weekend.
Okay.
The last time I ran 10 miles was like 3 years ago. So it's been a hot minute.
Yeah.
And 10 miles, for like the pro runners, it might not be like that much, but for like an average Joe that doesn't really run like that, FYI, that's like almost 2 hours of running. Non-stop. And when your body's not used to it, like, you don't know what to expect for it. The run, dude, I was crushing. Like, I finished, I felt strong afterwards. Felt like I was chilling. I had 70 grams of carbs throughout the run from candy. I was good. I wasn't even out of breath by the end of it. But that night, I remember specifically because we were supposed to meet up to film.
Oh yeah.
That night, it was daylight savings, so I'm like, yo, it's 9 p.m. Let me go to bed early today. Went to bed early, thinking I was gonna get some deep REM sleep for like 8 hours. Wake up, run again with you guys.
Yeah, yeah.
Nah, bro. 1 a.m. hits, I woke up, I'm like, bro, my stomach don't feel that weird.
Oh.
And it's one of those where, like, you don't want to get out of bed because you just want to go back to sleep, but you can't. It's one of those where you have to get up.
You felt it in the middle of the night.
Yeah, if you don't get up,
Oh, okay.
like, you ain't surviving the night, bro.
Okay.
Then you good. So yeah, went to the bathroom, let it out. I'm like, hopefully, by the time 8 a.m. hits, before I leave, I should be pretty good. Rolled back in bed. Literally, I repeated that cycle for like 6 times, bro.
Wait,
Every hour.
Every hour?
Every hour.
Wait, you didn't yak, right?
I didn't know.
Oh my god, that's terrible.
At first, I thought it was like food poisoning because I did eat out the night prior.
Yeah.
But there's no way. I went to pho. What are you getting food poisoning from?
Ooh, it's hard to say. It could be anything though.
You know what I mean?
Could be anything.
But my parents, they're fine.
Oh, so your parents went too?
Yeah.
Okay.
They were fine.
Okay.
But then the next day it hit me, I was definitely dehydrated.
Yeah, you literally flushed out.
For 10
yeah.
miles, and mind you, as a big boy, I sweat a lot.
Oh yeah.
So 10 miles, I'm probably sweating a few pounds of liquids just gone. Yo, that's the thing about running. You have to hydrate back up afterwards, and that's even more important because you have to be able to recover afterwards. That's how you kickstart your recovery process.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that whole day, miserable, just nauseous, stomach aches. That day I used the toilet 10 times at least, bro.
10 times?
At least, bro.
That's crazy.
I almost went through the whole pack of baby wipes, bro.
Oh my god. Wait,
It's
did you how long took you to get back? Like recover?
3 days, 2-3 days.
2-3 days. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was no way you were running the next day.
Yeah.
Damn, Navina, if you're listening to this, yeah, boy was going through a rough night.
That ass, yo. That ass. Well, today, funny enough, I have 11 miles, but I'm gonna make sure I drink so much water when I get back, and get my electrolytes into.
I think someone coughed on you, man, on the run. Someone was hating. Someone was hating. Someone was like, yo, this man was running. Let me cough him real quick.
But you don't get stomach pains from that.
I don't know, man. I'm just That's crazy. But that was like, so just to sum it up, that was the setback that you had. Did you have any trouble running after that? Like, did you have any trouble, like, or did you have any obstacle challenge training after that?
Nope. Next run was on Wednesday. Crushed it.
You had a cut sesh. You had a water cut.
On Wednesday, I had 7 miles at like 8 something pace. Crushed it, bro.
You probably felt lighter. That's why you flushed out everything.
My coach hit me up the next day. He's like, "Are you on trend or something? Like, how you go from crushing 10 miles, getting sick?" losing 4 pounds and then you crush your next run.
Maybe that's why you lost. That's why you ran fast. You lost 4 pounds of weight, water weight.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I mean 4 pounds makes a difference when you're running.
I don't know, man.
Hey,
But moral of the story.
yeah.
I learned, hey, like you have to. Your fueling is just as important as the training too. And if I didn't learn that earlier, bro, if the half marathon's coming up, I'd rather this happen now than later.
What would you do if you have someone that were training for a half marathon and like the week leading up to the race, they had some crazy emergency or like injury or even
Like what?
like let's say they got sick.
We need to know the specifics.
Maybe let's say they got sick or like something happened to their body. Like out of nowhere they got a rash.
Like how severe is this?
That's a good question. Maybe enough for them to think about not opting out the race.
Like if you catch a cold like 2 days out or something.
Yeah. No, not a week out. A week out. They got better, but you're not your performance is obviously gonna be.
I think a week out you should be good. By no means am I saying that this is like professional advice or anything.
Yeah.
This for entertainment purposes the only. I think if you had a cold a week out, I think you should be good. But if it's like an injury, like you're feeling pain somewhere in your leg or your body, then you really got to question if is it really worth risking it.
I got advice for this. I have a non entertaining advice. A professional advice. If you're dealing with the injury the week before the race, go see the doctor. Go get it checked out by a PT or like your. Like if you have like a sports specialist that you go see that person. Get the professional advice. Ask them the question of, would I be able to run? And if they said no, best believe that you might have to think about opting out the race. There's no point of pushing through it. Let's say if you're like 20 to 30-year-old like healthy adult, you still have time to run the race like next year. It's not worth pushing it. So I've seen this before, and and my advice is don't push it. Get help and see if you can either race or opt out of the race. Yeah, like real talk. Yeah, it's gonna suck. You're gonna hate me for that. You're gonna hate the doctor for that. You're gonna hate whoever gonna tell you not to run, but your body's gonna thank you.
Deal.
Yeah. So
no, because your body will go through it on race day. Yo, I'm curious on what your thoughts are on this because you're a runner too. So there was the LA marathon last weekend.
Oh.
And I saw somewhere where they started passing out the medals at mile 18.
Passing out the medals?
At mile 18 because it was really hot that day. It was like, I think it reached a certain temperature where like it was actually dangerous
in LA
to be running. So what are your thoughts on them giving out the medals at mile 18?
I see why they're doing it. Man, like personally, I don't know how I would feel if I accepted a medal at mile 18 versus a mile 26. Like yes, yeah, it's dangerous. I can see why they were doing it, but yeah, my personal like achievement mentality is not gonna really like that, But from a safety side, I totally get. I totally get. What about you? Would you rather get it on a hot ass day at mile 18 or mile 28? Well, 26.
The thing is, I don't think they should have done that because that means that I'm sure there are races where it's hotter than that in other places.
What's the temperature? Do you know?
I think it was like 80s probably.
It's not, I mean, technically it's not that bad, but it can get pretty hot. Yeah.
No, but people have like heart attacks from marathons.
Yeah. I'm not like
not everyone
trying to
like
downplay.
There are some people.
Yeah, I'm not trying to downplay the medical.
Because there are people that
Hey,
maybe they're pushing it to try to PR.
Yeah.
Or maybe there are some people that don't train. They're like, yo, let me see if I can do a marathon without training.
Yeah, the outliers. Yeah.
The
outliers.
But you're asking for it, bro.
Yeah. You can tell too.
Yeah.
You can tell.
Yeah. Or people that they're like, I'm good. I don't need Joe's. I don't need the Gatorade.
So you're saying that it's gonna be unfair to the people that train all the months leading up.
No, I'm saying like,
what
about other races that are in places where it's even hotter? that means for those races, does that mean that hey, like they should just like lower the bar and pass out the medals at mile 18?
We got to debunk a myth. What is the optimum, maximum temperature that people cut off the race? We need to find out because I feel like there's an answer that they use.
Because I'm sure there are places where it's even hotter.
Temperature for marathon race.
What is the cutoff?
Yeah, what is a cutoff? There is a cutoff. I know that. There is a cutoff.
You went from bright to dark to bright to dark within seconds. This whole episode. Good thing I have the camera setting on auto.
So it's crazy. There's no universal maximum temperature cutoff, but there's something called the wet bulb global temperature, because it measures both everything, like the heat, the humidity, the wind, the sun, to find out the threshold. There's like a bunch of things that they look at, and the red flag, the temperature for the WBGT, the cutoff is 73 Fahrenheit.
That makes sense.
73 Fahrenheit. But not 73 degrees of just regular temperature. There's 73 of the humidity, of the heat, of the sun,
Makes sense. Yeah.
of everything.
No, because the thing is, when you're running, you're even hotter too.
Yeah, you're
Like,
even hotter.
Way hotter.
So there might be a, what do you call it? There might be a, what do you call it? Like a higher temperature on the LA race day. Maybe that's why they were trying to play it safe.
Yeah.
They were trying.
They
to
didn't want to
play it
have
safe.
some incident happen.
Yeah, they didn't want to have some incident
And be the reason
happen.
why they can't race no more.
Yeah. I think there's.
But yeah, personally, I'm not accepting the medal at mile 18, bro.
Yeah.
I feel like if you're signing up for it, you should kind of go in with expectations of what to expect. Like it's going to be a 26-mile run, and you better train for it. Whether it's hot, it's cold, it's raining, it's sunny.
You know, the thing is, that's why I feel like a lot of marathon races are not in the summer.
That's true.
There's not a lot of there's no marathons in the summer.
That's true.
There's impossible to run 26 miles.
That hot.
It's just no way. Like you're asking for it.
Yo.
I feel like there is that.
That's true, actually.
That's why I feel like the marathons that are running in different places in the world, they're placed in a time where it's the most ideal temperature.
That's true.
Based on the season too. That's why in New York it's in fall.
Even Chicago and Boston's in the fall.
Yeah, I just don't think it's
Austin's
it's
in the winter.
Yeah, there's no way you're running a Austin Marathon in like spring, summer. There's no way in hell. You're asking to die, bro.
Actually.
Yeah.
Like just running 3 miles is OD already.
OD, yeah.
26?
Yeah. That's a lot. Like I don't think it's safe, you know? Like just based on the numbers that I'm seeing.
It's crazy because as a runner, like a marathon might not seem like that long. 26 miles, when you break it down, is really not that far, bro.
Yeah.
Because once you get to the half point, you're like, okay, let me do another 10K. Once you're done with that 10K, you're like, oh, I'm almost there anyways.
You get a flow state, yeah.
But the thing is, for an average Joe, mind you, let's say that someone's running it at a 10-minute pace the whole time. That's like pretty fast jogging speed right there. That's going to take you more than 4 hours to finish the marathon.
And people do take that long. Yeah.
4 hours. That's average pace if you're staying at a time.
Not counting the time it's gonna walk too.
Yeah.
You're gonna walk like
Yeah.
what do you call it? I'm saying from an average training person's perspective, like if you're an elite runner, that's different. You're gonna want to run the whole time. But on average, for most people, you will stop somewhere between mile 10 to mile 26. You will have to stop. Like you're gonna do a couple of walking breaks to take some water, stretch your legs a little bit maybe. Like I know that there's some PTs that talk about giving them purposely stretching breaks, like a 15-second stretching break in between each mile, because they need it. Yeah. So not counting those time, it's gonna take that long.
Yo.
to run that race.
Bro, if you're running at an
Yeah.
8-minute pace, which is mad fast, right?
That's considering like if you can run the whole time too.
8 pace, you're finishing in 3.5 hours.
That's
already still a long time.
That's a long time, but that's considered like pretty good.
That's really good.
That's a really good finishing time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And that alone takes 3.5 hours.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I think the biggest takeaway from this episode was that, like setting realistic goals and expectations for your training for races, and understanding like, it's okay to have setbacks when you're reaching a fitness goal, and it's okay to take a step back to go 2 steps forward. Yeah.
That's a fact. And you continue getting better 1 rep at a time.